Hi, I'm Gretta Van Riel, and I have scaled 4 multi-million-dollar e-commerce brands. And today I'm going to talk to you about how you can scale your e-commerce brand and take it to the next level. So there are 3 key areas under both marketing and operations that I think about consistently when I'm scaling my brands. So under marketing, we have market expansion, we have channel expansion, and we have product expansion. And under operations, we have people, processes, and profit. So let's dive first into market expansion. So what I mean by market expansion is expanding your brand into new markets. The first step when you're entering a new market is to look at the costings associated with entering that market. So for example, the UK. So say we're entering the UK, we need to first convert all of our costings into British pounds. Then we need to do more market research so that we understand the local market and any kind of like similarities or differences to the market that you've already launched in. And I'm sure you can imagine that as you expand each market, you're expanding a whole new area for your brand to be able to, generate revenue and find new customers as well. So the core markets that we generally look at when we're launching a brand is we do Australia first. I'm located in Australia. Then we do the UK. Then we do Canada, and then we look at the US because the US is, a really large market, and the cost per acquisition is quite high through paid advertising in that market. So we actually go there kind of fourth, and then we do Europe after that. Europe is a bit more fragmented as a market and a lot of different language barriers as well. So that's sort of our process for market expansion. Next up is channel expansion, and what I mean by a channel is a marketing channel. That might be a paid acquisition channel, it might be an organic marketing channel, it might be, email marketing, for example. It depends what your kind of core channels have been to date. A lot of brands will launch with, say, organic on Instagram, then Facebook ads and email marketing. They're probably the most common 3 when you're first starting out. But as you can imagine, there are a lot of different channels to expand into. One of the most common to move to next is Google. Others to test obviously are, more recently scaling channels like TikTok, whether that's organic TikTok or paid TikTok. Influencer marketing is another entire channel within itself. That obviously operates across different social platforms. So it's more about thinking about the channels that are going to be the right fit for your brand. Like if you're a homewares brand, or you're a styling brand, or maybe in the mum or parenting niche, you might be looking at Pinterest marketing next. If you're, a trending tween sort of brand, it might be Snapchat. So it's about assessing the channels themselves and which are going to be most appropriate for your brand and moving into those and leading into what works. And finally, we have product expansion. So what I mean here is creating new product lines, creating complementary product lines to your existing products. So whether that's like a hero product, which would be a new feature product for your store, or a more complementary product or add-on to your offering. The reason that we want to consistently do this is that, customers and people as a whole love newness. So we want to constantly be thinking about new and different products that we can offer and developing and testing and validating those. So it's not just when you're starting a brand that you need to think about product development. You need to consistently think about what your next winning product could be, or how to increase kind of average order value or customer lifetime value through new product additions. So now that you've expanded your business from a marketing perspective in terms of revenue and in terms of units sold, you're going to need the operational support to be able to scale. So I'll just quickly touch on some of these areas. First up, we of course have people. So of course, you're going to need the people to be able to support this growth as well, whether it's selling more products, so you need a larger customer service team. Whether it's moving into new markets, so you need an operations manager to support that. As you can imagine, this is very people intensive. Like when we're first starting a brand, until you get to a certain point, yes, that brand can survive just with you as the founder, kind of wearing a lot of hats. And it is where a lot of early stage founders do struggle. It's hard to delegate, but one thing that I do when I'm kind of speaking to an early stage founder or even members within my team, leaders that now need extra support within the team, is mapping out your day into key areas and starting to write out every single task that you do, because then you can work on finding the right person to hire to delegate those tasks to. So that's a really simple process that you can follow there. So you've got the people in place to help you scale. Now you need the right processes in place to help your people. And these are really intertwined because systems run your business, but people run your systems. So you're only really as good as the systems or the processes that you have in place for your team. A really good way to start to structure these is looking at creating standard operating procedures or SOPs around all of those like key repeatable areas of your business, so that if one team member's sick or if one team member leaves your business, for example, you're still able to run and do that kind of handover to another team member on a day-to-day basis, so that you're not as reliant upon just the people within your business. If you can create the systems and processes for people to run, then you don't become as reliant on one single person within your team, because if you are reliant on one single person, that's obviously a bit of a liability to your business. And finally, we have profit. So you just have to constantly be aware of the numbers and key metrics that are working within your business. So it doesn't matter creating revenue if you're creating a loss at the end of the day. I'm only interested in profit generating businesses, and so should you be. A lot of businesses in like kind of growth mode might not necessarily care as much about turning a profit, but to be able to have a bootstrapped business, you have to be profitable. So it's being constantly aware of, all the key metrics and figures around your business and your unit economics. It's just being constantly aware of these and not just thinking of these when you're first starting your brand and having a spreadsheet off somewhere else and, receiving your P&L maybe at the end of the month from your bookkeeper or accountant and pushing that to the side. Like, you have to be accountable and responsible for those numbers, or there is no use running or scaling your business. Who wants to scale to, $1 million in revenue a month if you're not making a profit? It's just not something I'm interested in. So this has been a really top level look into some of the key growth levers that you can use to grow your business. If you want to check out kind of more deep dive versions of these, you can check out the other videos under the founder channel that I've created with the team. So go and do that now, and I'll see you soon.
Hey guys, hope you're loving our videos and that you're getting heaps of value from them. If you are, make sure to hit the like button and make sure to subscribe to join the Founder Fam. If you did enjoy this video and want to continue to master your skills, make sure you click here to access your free training now, where we'll go into way more depth with this founder.